Yay, we're going to
Tasmania.
We did a short trip to Tasmania from Melbourne for 6 days. We took a flight from Melbourne to Tasmania. Alternatively, you can choose to travel by sea. We flew from Melbourne Airport to Launceston, and from Launceston we drove to Hobart. We then did some day trips from Hobart to surrounding places, Mount Wellington and Bruny Island, and then next to Port Arthur. We then drove all East Coast and stopped at Fresnel National Park to complete the Wineglass Bay and Coles Bay walks, and then from there we went to Bicheno, and then next day we travelled back to Launceston and we flew back to Melbourne. We booked a car park at the Melbourne Airport for 6 days in a value car park, and we chose to fly very early flight around 6 o'clock. And this is very convenient for us as we are early birds, and we will have the whole day to explore Tasmania and not waste any time in traveling. It was very quick. It was about 1 hour of flight journey from Melbourne to Tasmania. Tasmania is a beautiful island state of Australia, and it is best known for being natural beauty, best sceneries, diverse wildlife and rich history. After landing in Launceston Airport, we picked up our rental car from Bargain Car Rentals. To go. Where are we? We are in Launceston. Yes. Our plan for today is to drive to Hobart from Launceston and enjoy the beautiful sceneries on the way, and stop at Campbelltown and also explore Mount Wellington. After 45 minutes of drive from Launceston, we took a rest break at Campbelltown, which is perfect place to explore convict history and to enjoy yummy pies at local bakery. The town has displayed amazing history, and we also noticed some sculptures and beautiful parks and walking trails where we had a perfect rest place. We then started driving towards Hobart, and Hobart is the most historical capital city to Tasmania and is in very close proximity of beautiful natural surroundings. There are some beautiful places to visit in Hobart: Mount Wellington, Botanical Gardens, Salamanca Markets, which are on Saturdays, Mona Ferry and Cascade Brewery. Drive to Mount Wellington summit from Hobart is around 21 kilometers and takes about half an hour. It is a beautiful drive through the rainforest to alpine and glacial rock formations. Kunani is the indigenous name for Mount Wellington. The summit of Kunani, or well known as Mount Wellington, has wonderful views of Hobart and southern Tasmania. There are few walks up there which can be done in a day. We chose to do a boardwalk, which is a very easy walk and kids friendly, which takes you up to the nice views of old Hobart City, and there is an opportunity to take a beautiful photos or videos of the complete Hobart and its surroundings. We felt the temperature of Mount Wellington being very cooler than what it is in Hobart, although it is only half an hour away from Mount Wellington. We learned that the temperature of Mount Wellington is 10 degrees cooler than Hobart, and it is advisable to take some warm clothing with you to keep yourself comfortable up there. To escape from the cold weather, there is an observatory shelter for people who would like to still able to see and enjoy the views. It surely seems to be enjoying a lot of rock climbing here. There are a lot of walks up here for kids, which are friendly and safe and easy for them to complete. The Pinnacle Walk seems to be the favorite one for us, where my kids got an opportunity to test their balance skills. We spent about 3 to 4 hours here looking at the eye-catching views and also loving the glorious, spectacular lookouts. Wherever we looked, there is always something to look and enjoy. The nature and the beauty is absolutely divine. There are toilets and adequate car park facilities up on Mount Wellington for public access. We started driving from Mount Wellington through Hobart City and heading towards our accommodation, and this was nearly the end of our day and exploring some places around Hobart. Driving through the city and looking around the views we're getting and the mountains and the water around the city was absolutely stunning. On the way to our accommodation, we decided to stop at this local grocery shop, which is about 2 minutes from our accommodation, and we did some shopping here for the rest of the 3 days we're going to stay in Hobart. We booked a cabin in Big 4 Hobart Caravan Park, which is right next to the Hobart Airport. The cabin was well maintained by the caravan park crew, and it was very comfortable for 4 of us to live in for next 3 days. It has kitchen facilities where we can cook our own food. The caravan park crew were kind enough to allow my kids to learn about the pet lizard which they have at the reception. We were told about an amazing story of this blue-tongue lizard which was apparently found in a rubbish bin. It was rescued and then treated as a pet lizard since then. So Mr. Rex loves his dog food and some fruits, and he sheds his skin every year. Thank you, Mr. Rex, for allowing us to learn your life story. The caravan park also have facilities like playgrounds and barbecue facilities. Thank you for watching the part 1 of Tasmanian series and hoping it was informative. Please like this video and subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the more videos.